like a ton of their media anyway.
Bam. We're live. Rambler, Omar, Rambler, Kenneth, Edging, Julie, Colton. I thought Sevon was only going to do 500 shows. Anyone remember those days? I'm Colton McVeigh. Seema. Adam Rogers is still her coach, I'm pretty sure.
Who is Colton talking about?
There's a comment above it that's asking about Alexis Raptis, so that's what I'm assuming.
JR, your desk is messy.
It is indeed.
Oh my goodness, look at this. There is 2 of them.
Hey, what's the deal with Kill Taylor tomorrow?
There's no Kill Taylor until he's in shape.
Yeah. How bad a shape is he in before he gets on, Bryson?
We're both really fat right now.
Okay.
Kill
Taylor will start again season 2 1 month from today, July, as we say in my house. July 11th. No, July 12th. Saturday, July 12th, Kill Taylor will be back in action. I'm really fat as well. But that means you went up a cup size. So,
Maris, can you turn the TV down?
Sevon, do you? Oh, you have it pointed up.
Maris, will you turn the TV down? We can't hear it.
I can hear us 20 seconds behind in the living room.
Oh, well, if she's watching us, that's fine. Oh, you were talking to her through the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Last Chance Qualifier Show. Ben Fowler, Luke DeJong, Shangrin An, Riley Martin. His brother had a heart attack. Spencer Panchik, Nick Mazoradazi, Nika Mazoradaz. Is that Facundo's athlete? Is that the Iranian guy?
Oh, fuck Iran.
Bombs away. I'd like to have the Iranian dude on. Dane Nod. Is that is that Glory Walton? Gracie Walton. Is that Gracie Walton's dude? Dane Nod.
No, Gracie Walton's
Healy.
Nate Ackerman. Tom Kingdon. Now we don't know for sure.
Nate Ackerman's fucking registered.
He's registered.
Let's go. He's taking the W.
This says temporary leaderboard. Those all sound like boys. Category male. Category woman. By the way, I really like the Hustle app. It only had 2 sexes to choose from. Reese Littlewood. Future of the sport, right? Long career, JR? Promising?
Yeah, based on this year's performance, I would say so, yeah.
I hope she's not listening to this because I'm gonna she trains a lot for her age, and I worry about that. So she's either gonna be the next Tia Claire Toomey or she's gonna be the next Mal.
Oh. No. I heard her on Clydesdale. Her shit's together.
Dude, she trains 5 hours a day, bro.
Chill, Reese. Chill, Miss Witherspoon.
You know what I'm saying? She's not even, what is she, 18? That's a lot for an 18.
I podcast 5 hours a day.
Hey, dude, you're like 57. You don't have anything else to do.
Yuko Sakuyama, Manon Angonese, Yanni Chevry.
That's Janie.
Yeah.
Well, she should change it.
To what? To
Yaney.
A Y?
Yeah, no, just or Haney. You don't. If her name was Jane and you wanted the J sound, you don't have E on it. You're not Janie. You're Jane. But if you're Janie, then it's something else. Then it's Haney or Yanni.
Wait, how's it spelled?
You're not buying that, Mr. Abercrombie? No.
How does her name spell?
No.
Janie.
Oh, that's not Yanni. What do you? Heine? You should call that Heine, like Jaime.
If it was Jani, I would have gone with your Yanni or Hani maybe.
No, Hani. Dude, stop telling everybody that you're not putting anything in your hair.
There is nothing in my hair.
No, I'm talking about JR.
Oh.
You're lying.
This is Bosley shine.
Okay, so you have put something in.
Please don't waste JR's word
JR's
count.
hair is like a Lego hairpiece.
Please don't.
Minoxidil for the layperson.
Please don't waste JR's word count on his hair talk. JR's got a clicker under there. Every time JR looks down, he's like, "Shit, only 10 more words I can say."
A pitch count. His pitch counts.
Every time before we go live, he just takes his hairpiece off the counter and just.
Oh, you got a beard under there. He puts on sometimes too.
I can't wait to grow a beard back out. I was looking at some pictures the other day. My beard is like salons. It's so white. It's crazy.
Erica Folo, Dewan Young. Okay, you think it's Dewan? Do you think it's Dewan Young or Dewan Jung?
I don't think there's any chance that we have ever said her first name correctly.
Who, Dewan Young? Oh, Dewan.
I think it's just John Young.
Dewan Young.
Yeah, you don't spell John with a D in fucking Korea, bro.
John.
Is she Japanese? Pretty sure she's Korean, South Korean.
Gemma Hawk.
Hey, I think she knows somebody. She knows our friend.
She's a South African. Eileen Wurz. Andreas Solberg. Carolyn Prevo. Uh-oh. Wow. That's what we're talking about today. Kyra Milligan. Nina Ragovic.
I think it's Vragovic. Vragovic.
No, it actually, we checked and we never said it once right on the broadcast. Holly Tynan. Lydia Fish. Please tell me these are great workouts for her.
Stud.
Lily Burkhead. Great name. Damn, some of these chicks have some great names. Soberg. Ice bag. Should have put an iceberg in my coffee. 5 workouts. When can they start doing them, JR?
Already.
And when could they have started?
When they came out yesterday, Thursday.
Stand by. Oh, it was a spam risk. Damn, I was really hoping to see who that was. Okay, so the workouts came out Thursday. Today is Friday. Oh, so they could start doing them right away. I guess that was a retarded question. If they came out, you can't be like, hey, you can't do them. When can they start submitting?
That's how the online semifinal workouts were. You needed a password once they came out, so you couldn't do them until like 4 days after.
They needed a pass to do them. Do you think CrossFit gave them a pass?
Yeah, but you could still do them early. You just couldn't submit the scores early.
Yeah, for like.
Did you have to hold a newspaper?
No, you would have to redo it again because you have to say the password before you do the workout in your video.
Oh. Wow.
So it wasn't a dumb question.
Wow. Okay. Point Bryson. Go ahead, JR, go ahead.
For the open, and I'm sorry, not for the open, but like for an affiliate, for the age group stuff, they released workouts on Monday, and then you started them on Thursday. So they're releasing them the day that you can start.
What did you think about them releasing workouts so early? Did you like that? Because I hated it.
For the semifinal?
Yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah, I mean, when they used a little bit more intricate floor plans, I think it was okay. But they wouldn't release the workouts; they would just release the floor plans, and I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think releasing the workouts that far out, I mean, people can strategize, people can game their way into really good scores when they have that much notice. For sure,
they can do all the workouts.
Yeah,
on Monday, if they released them Monday, you could have done, and a lot of athletes did.
I want to say 3 things really quick. I want to do a preemptive warning for this show. I'm not focusing so good. I don't know why.
Are you back on nicotine?
No.
I'm about to relapse.
Is it because you don't care about programming?
No, I don't know why. But and the second thing I want to say is it would be really cool if those boards back there, like in the beginning of The Simpsons, it says a bunch of shit and it just said I am not gay, like just across both those boards.
Oh, JR's whiteboards.
Yeah.
My hair is real.
And I stopped drinking and my poops have been so healthy lately. That's actually kind of, you're lucky because Taylor's here and he's kind of an expert in drinking and poops. Go ahead, Taylor.
Wait. Can I pull up Rambler's comment before that along the same lines?
Okay, sure. You're lucky. Taylor's a poop expert.
I can't stop poo. I ate something bad.
Wow. Do you want to weigh in there? I know that kind of that's all your domain, Taylor. It's kind of weird.
I would say Rambler probably ate something high in protein, and I would say, I mean, Rambler, I used to get the shits when I would have to get crack the hard way, and so I'm just saying, maybe lay off of that stuff is what I would say, and by get cracked the hard way, you know what I mean, right?
Listen,
Right.
Brandon Gomez, you need to dump that bitch right away. My girlfriend wants me to try a Zyn. Do I do it? No. Do
Your
not
girlfriend
start.
wants you to try it.
Yeah, put your cock in her mouth.
Tyler do Zen? Did I see a Zen? Did I see some Zenning going on at
Tyler does all
Syndicate?
sorts of stuff. Yeah. Oh
Tyler
yeah.
does, yeah.
Yeah. And then Laura Spooner, pooping after drinking smells like nickels and dimes.
What?
Sounds very maybe.
I don't
maybe
remember listen, I drank a fucking fifth of white wine and fucking an entire case of Coors Light and 8 leftover chicken Alfredo, and I mean like a half-gallon tub of it. And I shit my bed, and I didn't smell nickels and dimes. I smelled shit.
she's probably too high on iron.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro. My poop just smelled like shit. And it dried up on my butt too. We're supposed to be talking about workouts, and we're back
So the workouts came out Thursday. Today is Friday. The first submission is due by Saturday, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time. So that is it any specific workouts?
1 through 3.
And will they release a live leaderboard of 1 through 3?
I don't know. I hope the
would
leaderboard
think
populates
so.
at midnight.
Me too.
I'm
I would
gonna
guess
say
it's like quarterfinals because everything else has been like quarterfinals so far.
I'm gonna say for sure they have to. Hey, so let me just be clear here. That means that you don't have to register till 11:59 when you submit your scores also, right? So that means
Yep.
there's probably more people who are going to do it, these 3 workouts.
Right.
Okay. And obviously they don't have to be done in any order, but they do have to be these first 3 by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Someone nods. Someone
Correct.
There's 4 of us here. Someone
Correct,
go, okay,
correct.
yes.
You
Okay.
can start with 3. I would probably start with number 3.
Before we go to the workouts, let me ask you this: Who else are we expecting to sign up? Any pipe hitters? Any like I didn't see Annika Greer's name, Emily Rolfe.
Wembley,
She's already
Annika Greer's
qualified for
already
the
made the games.
Damn, it's easy to make it this year.
No running and online.
They somehow made it the hardest and easiest year to ever make it. And yeah, she made it without fucking running at all.
Sydney Wells.
No, dude. There's too
I would
many muscle-
expect Seth to do it. You didn't call him out. did you?
Snowball.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unless he's banged up. I mean, anyone who competed last week, I'm not surprised if they are not doing it, but I'm also kind of surprised if they are doing it. And anyone who competed at Syndicate, I would expect them to do it unless they're just like their body's banged up.
What about Royce Dunce?
I wouldn't call him a pipe hitter.
Did he finish in the top 10 at Torian after the 2 qualifiers?
Did he do the Open?
Yep.
How about Laura Horvat? No Open.
Negative. Ooh. Erica Folo, was she on the list?
Yep.
She was.
Yeah, she's already on the list. Yeah.
I can
Royce announced he's not doing it.
That's a good question. Why do you think that they just let all these randos program these workouts and took a back seat? Do you think it's because of the sale of CrossFit? I mean, it seems like a pretty crazy thing to just say, hey, you guys handle it.
Trista Smith.
And let Facundo do it.
Hey, but they let the people do it who are buying the company.
Is that true?
Is that true? Blasphemy. Yeah, that's true. That Malik owns Hustle Up, and he is also the one.
Malik
Muhammad
workouts.
I'm reading the history about Muslim
Malik
battles.
Iranian.
There was this one Muslim dude named Malik, and Muhammad didn't like him, and so he killed him and then fucked his wife, and then used his head to cook dinner, put his dinner on the stove, and used burnt his head, used his head as fuel.
He fucked Malik and killed his wife.
This Muslim dude Malik was killed by Muhammad. It's a crazy story. Okay, so what about Trista Smith?
Wouldn't call her a pipe hitter either.
No, I'm not saying I'm talking about pipe hitters. Hi, Maris.
Someone says hi.
Call me.
But I'm talking about people who are going to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a pipe hitter. Do you think that could this be massive, or is it going to be just a few people? Like, are people like Han Solo going to do it? Hans Mellenberger?
I think you're more likely to see half those names on the list not end up doing it than more people sign up and do it.
I wasn't able to follow that.
I think of the people registered on that list, you're more likely to see half of them not even fucking submit all 5 scores than you are to see a bunch more people do it. Because once you get to this point in the season, you're tired, you have all the excuses, you're looking at the other names, you're like, oh, I can't do it. These people are too good, whatever. You're being a crying, whiny, baby ass bitch.
The only people who can do it and qualify are the ones that were 10 spots out from the qualifying positions at those IPQEs.
Oh,
so
any
person at NorCal can't do them. I mean, they can do them, but they can't go to the games.
But wait a second. Why can't the remaining 8 or why can't the 10 do it below the 2 that went? The 2 that went.
Because the way you qualified for the last chance qualifier is to go and compete in person and finish 10 spots out from the 2 qualifying positions, or I think it was top 20 in the N-affiliate, top 12 in the N-affiliate, something like that.
But can't I look at the NorCal leaderboard and look at I look at the top 12 people?
Yeah,
correct. Only through 12, but was Hans in the top 12?
No,
okay.
Hans.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Kevin Schutz, Drake Lewis, Jason Brooks, Trayvon Martin, Justin Johnson, Nicholas Badon, Max Krieg, Matt Brady, Spencer Panchik. He's already signed up, and so is Nate Ackerman.
What about
and
Ilya?
it's also
No, Ilya was like.
It's also not like the online semifinals where it's just, hey, everyone who qualified is going to do it because they want to see where they end up and like potentially could qualify for a semifinal from there. It's like, hey, if you know you're not going to be the literal top spot, this does nothing.
Okay, let me ask you this. This is a nuance. If you guys know the answer to this, what if you were number 5 and number 7 at 2 different semifinals? Will they go down a spot?
No, I don't think they're backfilling these qualifying spots to participate in the last chance qualifier at all.
Okay, so you said there were 2 ways, and I wasn't listening so good. The one I understand, one of them, you got to be in that top 12 at a last chance qualifier
Within 10 spots.
Yep. Okay, and then what's the other way?
The other way is your finish in the affiliate online semifinals, but I'm not sure what that threshold number is. I thought it was 10 or 12.
Sydney Wells is not eligible. Wait.
Wow.
Was she at Syndicate?
She was also at Syndicate, yeah.
Yeah, she's not eligible based off her finish at NorCal. Let me go look up Syndicate.
But she is based on Syndicate, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was her finish at Syndicate?
7th or 8th, maybe, something like that.
And it's one dude and one girl. One boy and one girl.
Uno.
Yep.
Uno más, papi.
Okay. All right.
I would think Caroline Stanley would be doing it. You didn't list her, but I assume she's doing it.
Yeah, Caroline.
Based off these workouts, I would like her to fucking win it.
Me too. I'd like her to win it regardless of the workouts. Her, Lydia Fish. And then Prevo's in a tough spot because on one hand, in one hand, Guzan might not go.
Hey, if I'm Guzan, I'm fucking going.
I thought maybe she had already said she's not going to be ready.
When she was on this show, she said she had up until 3 weeks before the games. When did the game start? August 1st?
Yeah. No, I was just wondering what her prognosis was after the injury. Not how long she has to tell CrossFit whether or not she's doing it.
So I think she'll be healed in 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, nice.
And maybe she'll get a Suji so she can start training sooner and start training with heavier weights.
A Suji. Hey, you know what? Honestly, I know you're just plugging, but that would actually be one of the most beneficial things she could possibly do for her leg.
My name is Matthew Fraser, 5-time CrossFit Games champion and founder of HWPO Training. A little over a year ago, I sustained a ACL injury, had a full reconstruction. I was lucky enough to meet Suji so that I could have the benefits of a BFR and all that recovery in my rehab at home. You're able to cut down on the load and get the same, perceived exertion and the body fatigue, but without all the load on your body. So making it easier on a lot of your joints.
Let me just say that's
it is. Use Sevon 15 to get 15% off. Go ahead.
Hey, that's the worst fucking ad read. The guy doesn't even talk about the hormonal response that blood flow restriction training does. It's not the perceived load, you dipshit. Your body creates the same hormones. It elicits the same hormonal response at no loading or absence of loading as it would with near sub 1 RM loading. He just explained it horribly. His hair looks like shit. And where did he find HWPO? Where did he find it?
Let me ask you this. He said he met Suji. Is that a person?
I don't know.
Probably, but I don't know if he's talking about it.
Yeah, I think Suji was the name of our cab driver back to the fucking airport.
Oh, it definitely was. He was falling asleep.
You didn't tell me about the voucher. Why do you not tell me about the voucher?
5 workouts. Facundo was on the show this morning if you want to hear more details about the workouts, but it's 5 workouts programmed by 5 different people. I don't know how many people submitted workouts. I don't know if it was like 50 people submitted workouts and they picked 5. It sounds like that they adjusted the workouts. Do you know much about that, JR?
Yeah, I mean, based on what Facundo said, and I think what Scott said on Clydesdale, the lunchtime show, Facundo and Angelo kind of curated them. So they gathered the workouts submitted, and I mean, I would think maybe modified them so that they all flowed and there wasn't a lot of like movement overlap and there wasn't a lot of rep scheme overlap and that kind of thing.
Curators.
Do you know what they were told when they made them? Was it like, hey, make a 12-minute time cap, make a 5-minute time cap. Hey, you have to do one that checks energy systems 1 and 2. You have to do energy systems 1, 2, and did anything like that?
No clue, but I would assume not.
Okay. And do we know if they were given to 5 people or more than 5?
I don't know. I don't know if they handpicked. I mean, they probably knew they wanted to do 5 workouts. And I wonder if those coaches were handpicked or if people reached out and said they wanted to be one of those coaches.
And do you know how much, or do you know the deal with how Hustle Up and CrossFit came? Who came up with this idea? Was this like part of like Hustle Ups? We want to sponsor the games, and they were like, you can hang a sign up and you can program our last chance qualifier. No
clue.
Okay, and Facundo does work for Hustle Up. You mentioned.
Oh, he does. Oh, classic. That's not a conflict of interest at all.
What do you mean? How? What? It's not. Bring the mic to your mouth.
I can't see your face, dude. There's a QR code over it.
QR code.
QR code. It's kind of QR code. Facundo being in charge of writing all the workouts. I guess if he works for Hustle Up, that's exactly what his job should be. But isn't he some like liaison schmoozer for CrossFit and this Malik guy? And isn't he also working for Mayhem?
Yeah.
And isn't he also,
he's a coach. He's a coach.
He also coach. Wasn't he a one-time coach of Spencer fucking Panchik, even coach of a bunch of these?
Oh, athletes? Spencer Panchik. He'll probably enter.
He's already in.
Okay.
So Facundo gave him all the workouts ahead of time.
Oh shit.
Well, they announced that Rich's workout is workout 1. And if I was Facundo or Angelo, I would just make sure that the whole thing was built around that one that was submitted, just because I know it's probably going to be solid. And just off of one workout, you can build a really good 5 workout competition. Even if people submit
it's the worst workout.
Yeah, it is. Hey,
CrossFit. Wait a minute. I only coach athletes that go to my gym.
And he didn't let any of them compete at Syndicate, you queef.
Well, there's only one of them, but yeah, she didn't.
Yeah, you didn't let her. You told her, no, you're not allowed to compete at the Syndicate ground.
And JR, I know that you're close with Angelo. Do you know more than what you're telling us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Workout 1. Workout one for time. I think we should go over these first 3 workouts.
Yeah.
Workout one for time, 12-minute time cap, 100 double unders, 10 clean and jerks, 205 for the men, 145 for the women, then another 100 double unders, then 10 clean and jerks, goes up in weight, 225 for the boys, 155 for the ladies, then another 100 double unders, then 10 clean and jerks, goes up in weight again, 245 for the men, 165 for the women, and then another 100 double unders. So 100, 200, 300, so 400 double unders.
Well, I don't understand why it's a 12-minute time cap. No one's going to be slower than 7.5 minutes on this workout.
Yeah, I was thinking 7 to 8 is where most people are going to fall.
How do you break that down?
1 minute for each set of double unders. That's 4 minutes. And 1 minute for each set of clean and jerks. And I think that's being incredibly generous.
Yeah.
So this is you're saying the lights are loads are light enough that this is execution workout. Just can't screw up any of the double unders. If you do, you got to start over.
Yeah, it's not screwing up the double unders and it's fucking ripping the barbell. But also, I don't like, the only reason I don't like this workout is I fucking despise Tudor Magda and Dallin Pepper for how fast their double unders are. So this just workout reminds me of them, and it makes me think of them, and they would just obliterate everyone in the field. But that's a fitness issue on my part. It's not I wouldn't say it's necessarily a programming issue, but it's going to come down to who can do the double unders unbroken and quickly, and who can cycle the barbell very consistently and quickly. And I would look to that quarterfinal workout from 2024 with the clean and jerks in it. If there are any of these athletes in the field that competed in it, as to who would do well in this.
Who's a top guy at clean and jerks in CrossFit?
Nate Ackerman, I think, has a really good clean and jerk.
Okay, what's the max amount of reps he could do touch and go at 245?
I say 8, 7. JR.
Yeah, I think.
Fresh. Fresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be a lot. Maybe 6. Maybe I'm full of shit.
I don't know that. I think this is a classic. No one goes touch and go and does well.
Yeah, for sure.
For any of the sets, you drop at the top for all 30.
Yeah,
I think so.
Hey, dude, shut up.
Definitely a fitness issue on your end, says the future champ.
but yeah, I think most of these time caps are pretty generous, and some of the places. Some of the IPQEs, some of the qualifiers are not nearly as fit as some of the athletes that are coming from Mayhem or or some of the other North American ones are like, that's just facts. So like there are going to be people that do it 7 minutes, and there's probably going to be people that sign up that do it in 9 or 10 minutes. So
we're using the website Barbell Spin, barbellspin.com. Follow them on Instagram. Check out their website daily. Make it your first stop with your morning coffee. Fastest, most reliable news, most comprehensive news in the space. Workout 2, down pepper natty or not?
I definitely have to say natty because of how small his pecs are.
He's square as shit.
Answer
That guy would
answer in the comments, Dallin. Let us know if you're natty or not. We won't tell anybody.
Dallin is a dork. He does not do drugs. Workout 2, 3 rounds for time. 42 calorie row for the men, 34 calorie row for the women. 30 lateral burpee over the rower. Okay. That's back and forth. That's what we did, right, Taylor? At your house, you had me do that? Okay.
At Greg's.
And are all rowers the same height?
No.
That's a standard?
The rower we used was the Model E. What is the tall one, JR? Model E?
E is the really tall one, yeah.
Yeah, we used that fucking Model E, bitch. That was hard. It was, for you, it was like jumping over the border wall, dude.
I stepped over it. I tried once to jump. 18 alternating dumbbell snatches, 70 pounds. This is another. How is the time cap there? 18 minutes. Is it because of the row?
No, it's just really generous. I mean, this is like 12 to 13 in my opinion.
God, I would rape the fuck.
But it's pure capacity, and I love it. I love that it's just gas.
This is a great workout. Yeah.
What's the distance on 42 calories?
Depends on how hard you're pulling.
It depends on how hard you're pulling, but you could equate that to like I don't know, you maybe 2 minutes on the rower. So probably 550, 600 meters maybe.
Okay. And is that what dudes are going to do? Or dudes going to pull it at 95%?
I think if you are thinking you're going to the CrossFit Games, you need to be rowing this workout probably at 1,400 calories per hour across and burpeeing hard and doing the dumbbells fast.
Do we
Okay,
have any
and-
standards on the burpee over the rower?
Yeah, I'm sure they're on the app. If you go to the Hustle Up app, look at the workouts.
If they get to step over, dude, I'm gonna throw a conniption.
Would you kill that workout, Taylor? Could that be a kill Taylor workout?
That could be a Kill Taylor workout.
Workout 3 for time, 9, 12, 15 reps. Ring muscle ups, overhead squats, 185 for the men, 125 for the women. And these are really fun ones to watch. It's too bad we're not doing something live for this. These would be great to watch.
Yeah, I really like that. There's an ascending rep scheme workout. That's definitely a topic that can be polarizing. A lot of people think that if the workout is not a uniform rep scheme for rounds or descending, that the intensity just gets blunted by an ascending rep scheme, and I just completely disagree. I think there's something to knowing how to pace a workout that's ascending, where you know that a third or half of the reps are done on the final round, and it really, really separates people a lot without having to do a lot of volume. That's what I like the most about it.
Why do you say ascending?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
Ascending.
Oh, it's instead of ascending. I don't know. That was weird.
I guess because people say descending.
Probably.
Ascending.
Taylor, how do you break that up?
I would not break that up at all.
That's a 9, 12, 15 unbroken every time you touch the rings.
Yeah, I'd stuff its guts out. I think a lot of, like, someone like Spencer Panchik, 100% does this workout unbroken. But and Nate Ackerman as well. Like, they're both really strong squatters. Especially that you start with the ring muscle ups. If it ended with the ring muscle ups, maybe different story. And not that you wouldn't try to go unbroken, but it might just fall apart on the set of 15. But starting with the muscle ups, I think if you're looking to qualify for the CrossFit Games, that's unbroken and needs to be.
And it is interesting when you look at these first 3 workouts and you decide on an order, because like Taylor said, he would start with 3. There's one thing here, like there's a lot of pressing and there's a lot of load overhead. So if you wait to do that workout, I think you're setting yourself up for maybe a less than ideal score. Like I think you can do the other 2 second or third, but I think you need to start with workout 3. Most people do at least.
I think you start with workout 3, then you do workout 1, and then you finish the weekend or finish your submission.
I agree.
I also think that starting with the muscle ups, even though like on the front end it doesn't seem like it, I think it makes it even more so you have to be good at muscle ups to do well in the workout, because if it ended on 15, a lot more guys could just go for 15 and still do unbroken anyway. But 15 and then still knowing you have to do 15 overhead squats at 185 unbroken, I think that there's probably people who break that last set of 15 just because of the overhead squats who would do it unbroken if it ended on the muscle ups.
What about the muscle ups? Is that the right rep scheme for the women also?
I like that they didn't scale it.
I like it too.
Will women break it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of the men will too.
And does that mean you're out? If you break that up, don't even bother doing the rest of the week?
No, it doesn't mean you're out if you can smash the fuck out of the other 4. But yeah, you probably don't want to.
I think even for the best that are doing these workouts, there's not a ton of separation with 1 and 2, but there is with 3.
I know we don't know who all of the I know we don't know who all of the participants are, but of these Fowler, DeJong, Riley Martin, who's in a class of their own? Is Spencer Panchik and Nate in a whole different class of their own?
I think Spencer Panchik and Nate are both much fitter than all those Australian guys.
Anyone else want to weigh in on that?
I think Nate's much fitter than Spencer too. Maybe not to the amount that Spencer and Nate are fitter than the other guys, but I think with it, if they're in their own category, I think there's still a clear distinction.
Hey, you can't call Nate much fitter than Spencer when he took a 30-something on a 2-mile run at NorCal, Bryson. In a field of 50 guys where anyone outside the top 20, anyone outside the top 7 are actual slap dicks, and maybe even closer to the top 4 than that are just ass pussy, and it's just a 2-mile run. I don't think you can say that. and take into consideration Spencer winning the last 3 workouts at Syndicate.
How did Riley Martin
I don't
do at
disagree with
Torian?
that. I think that's a good point.
How did Riley do at Torian? Do we know? Was he top 10?
Dude, Riley
had to be.
sucks. Riley sucks ass, dude. Riley was talking shit about fucking coming on Kill Taylor and fucking mopping the floor and what is
Is there anyone else? Is this basically this last chance qualifier is just between Nate and Spencer?
I want to see if Giannis signs up. I think if he signs up, he is right up there with those 2 guys. To me.
I thought Yana was out. If Giannis signs up, he's going to the games.
We're talking about Yonakoski.
Yeah, because he's so good online, and he's going to be really, really good at these workouts. Most of the workouts have gymnastic skills that really matter, and he's amazing. He's just as good as those other guys at that stuff.
I think he's better. I think if Giannis signs up, it's a lock for him.
He and maybe BKG. I don't know if BKG is doing it or not, but those 2 would both still be really good online.
They should be fucking gearing up for war over there in Europe.
These are really good workouts for Unikowski.
Let's go through the workouts. Let's start at workout 1 and let's rank them. Spencer, Nate, Koski, and BKG. It's the double under clean and jerk couplet, 3 rounds, finishing though with double unders and ascending clean and jerk.
Dallin, will you comment and tell us if Nate is as good as you and Tudor at dubs? Is he like? I know you guys are like, you, Nate, Tudor, and James. You guys, y'all came from the same.
Gianna's really fast, really efficient at him too.
Yeah, you guys all tug each other's ropes, make him sneeze. But is he good at double unders? I want to know.
Go ahead. You go first, Mr. Bryson.
Between those 3 guys, who I think
Spencer, Nate, Koski, BKG. Yeah,
I think Nate, even before knowing if he's as good as Dallin and Tudor on the double unders, I don't think this is like I don't think the workout's going to come down to the double unders for anyone who's like remotely competent. And I think Nate's probably really good at doing singles on these barbells.
Second,
Spencer.
Okay. Taylor, first and second between Spencer, Nate, Koski, and BKG.
I would say Nate, then Koski, and like very close.
JR?
I'd flip those 2.
So you got Koski and then Nate.
Even with Nate's heavy Isabel, just like the power he can put out.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot more fitness in this workout.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey, how devastating is it to redo one of these in this time frame?
You don't, basically.
Trying
to, the most intensity I've ever reached, well, it's not true, but because of 24.1 and that quarterfinals and whatever, just in general. But like when I did the last chance in 2021, was it? I mean, that's like the stakes are high. You're like putting all your fucking eggs in the basket and you go as hard as you fucking can. It's not like you're leaving anything on the table.
What if you choke? What if you choke like on the last set of clean and jerks and then also you have a hiccup on the double unders?
Choke in like what? Like you just quit?
No, but you have a miss. You don't do the 100 double unders in the final round unbroken, and you maybe have a miss on a clean and jerk.
I don't think if you hit the workout correctly in a way that's going to allow you to qualify for the games, you're not going to be able to repeat that intensity again. So one trip on a double unders isn't fucking worth it. And if you do that, you just whatever. But like these are not workouts. I wouldn't look at any of these workouts, these first 3, and say that any of them are workouts that you could possibly repeat and expect to do better with the other 2 workouts looming overhead. They're definitely beefy, and you have to hit them at a fucking ridiculous intensity. You have to want it, bro.
And 2 judges.
Yeah.
And what about this? The clean and jerk, lowering the bar before fully opening the hip, standing up all the way. Going to be a problem for any of these guys?
It could be, but I don't think it should be at these weights.
I don't think as much either with this weight. Yeah.
But if there was a problem, that could be a spot.
From a judging standpoint, I would say It's only going to be if they're going to make you correct the feet under the hips, which doesn't seem to be something they do on heavy jerks or snatches. That's not something they look at closely, it seems like.
I would look at the dumbbell snatch, the overhead squat, and the muscle up for no reps in these first 3 workouts. Like those are the 3 exercises where you
I mean, if anything in this first workout was going to come down to like online judging, it would be what you're saying, Sevon, but I just don't think like at these weights and with the kind of athlete who's probably going to qualify, you would hope or think that that wouldn't be an issue on this one.
How fucking cool would that be? I know it's like ridiculous, but if they just flew like 5 athletes or 6 athletes out to the ranch who are going to qualify for the last chance, and just made them fucking like
mud wrestle,
free for all. Yeah. 6v6, just all up in the fucking, in a pit of fucking pig shit. Just fly them out to Colton's.
And I'm assuming filming's required for all of these.
Yeah.
And will they be available to the public?
I don't think so.
I had heard that they were, but
They hope they are.
I don't know.
I hope they are too. I want to see this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope they are, not even just for like finding no reps and stuff like that, because I don't think it'll be too crazy with this like field of people who can sign up. But I just want to watch people do these workouts. They're awesome.
Okay. Workout 2, row, burpees over the rower, dumbbell snatches for the boys. Spencer, Nate, Koski, BKG.
Koski.
Yes.
And BKG.
Agree.
Bryson.
Yonakoski.
And who do you got for second?
Probably, yeah, also BKG.
I love how we're picking these 2 guys and they're not registered.
Yeah,
how about why not Nate? Why not Nate? Can't Nate burpee's a young man's game, and he's got some mass to him, right?
Yonakoski's arguably outside of Colton, obviously, and Matt, the best in the world at burpees.
Matt,
and if you're gonna get 32nd in a run at NorCal, this, like Taylor brought up, this is not this is probably the most workout that would correlate with that out of these 3. Not saying it's like 100% correlation or anything, but
yeah, it's not. This workout, Nate, if you're listening, you just fucking, before you start this workout, you fucking man the fuck up and you are yourself into a disgusting, deep, moist pit, and you don't fucking come out until you finish the workout. You absolutely just fucking obliterate it, dude. He's capable of it. But if we're picking those 3, like Koski has a track record of being able to do insane things on burpee workouts like this. That being said, Nate weighs more, so the dumbbell snatch potentially easier. The row potentially should be easier for someone like Nate. He's got more body mass.
Once again, same question. Any concerns about these guys going full throttle, not standing up all the way on that snatch, or lowering?
I don't think standing all the way up. I think it would be like being out to the wide or in front of the body a little bit. But again, because it's a 70 and a 50, I think there's less risk for that.
Yeah, does that seem light to you guys?
70 for guys, 50 for ladies.
Yeah,
no.
It's always
for me,
lighter.
yeah.
It's always lighter for females.
But even for the men,
yeah, it should be. I think an 80 and a 60 would be better here, and maybe that's just my bias. But 18 with a 70 and a 50 is like just so easy. But
I think for this workout, I think for this workout it's good because there is. It's not like everything else is just as light. Like this is lighter, and it's the light workout. And that's fine.
Oh, the wall balls. Yeah, but you can and you can just row a lot harder and burpee a lot faster if the dumbbell's light.
Right.
Have they ever done 60 and 80? 80 and 60?
We've done 80 and 55.
I thought regionals 2017 was 80 and 60.
Yeah, I thought 2017 the dumbbell year was 80 and 55. Maybe not.
You're probably right. I don't know why I thought 80-60. Oh, it was 80-60 was split triplet at the games.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still think with 90 burpees, I know that there's a lot of ground to lose on the row, especially if you overpace the start, but I think it's a burpee workout.
75-55 would also be nice.
What would that look like? What would that look like if you overrode? You just come off and you're too gassed to get at the burpees?
You just come out a little too hot on round 1 and pay for it after that.
Oh, it's 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just seeing that. Wow. Did I read that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even listening to myself. Okay. Workout 3 for time. 9, 12, 15 reps, ring muscle ups, overhead squats. Who do you got? Spencer, Nate, Koski, BKG.
Koski, Nate.
I like Spencer Koski.
Spencer, Koski. What did you say, Taylor?
Koski and Nate.
I think Nate and then Koski.
Yeah, seeing Spencer on the rings recently in a couple competitions, but more so seeing his overhead position under fatigue when it comes down to like picking the bar up right away, coming off of the rings. I just like his confidence doing that.
So you got Nate in a second and a first, and then Nate in a first. We got a second and a first for Nate on the last workout, and a first, and a second in the first workout. And Spencer's only got a first in the third workout. So you guys are leaning towards Nate.
Sevon Gomez.
these
I thought in
first
the
few
years
workouts.
past. Yeah. I thought in the years past, the LCQ was a single workout. In 2021, it was 4. And then the next year was 4. Correct, JR? And then
Yep.
2023 didn't have one, right?
Yep.
Hey, how is this scored? Do we know?
Probably
it was-
open scoring.
I would say so. Point per placement. Yeah.
It was. I thought.
So the lowest points will win? Is that?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, that was how they did in 2021. Was open scoring.
Okay. And who are the top girls? Stanley? Prevo?
Kyra,
I think
Kyra?
Kyra has a really good chance.
Lydia, and Reese.
Is there enough data on Reese to know what she's good at and not good at?
No, maybe
I mean-
Barkley knows.
I think with these workouts, when you have 36 ring muscle ups, you have 60 strict handstand push ups, you have max legless rope climbs for most of them in about 3 to 4 minutes. I think we know enough about her to say that she's probably going to do good on these.
What about Manon?
I think she'll do good.
And
Do you think
Glenais?
Reese Littlewood will win the legless workout?
I don't know. Based on what I saw at Syndicate, her, Lydia, and Kyra are all really good at legless.
How about Rogovic?
And a 9-foot target, sorry to ignore your question, a 9-foot target really, really helps the shorter girls a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nina could do good on that too.
I don't think that's a wall ball workout at all, though. So like,
No. It's no. I'm just saying if it was 14 to a 10, someone who is shorter but good at legless takes a bigger hit because they're just not going to get through the wall balls as fast.
Yeah, I think the 9-foot makes it even more so all a legless workout. It was already a legless workout, but even more so, it's just like whoever's good at legless. If you're better at someone at legless, you're going to beat them, I think.
What's the normal wall ball target for a woman?
I think it should have been 11 and 10. I'll just say that. And I did the workout today at 11 feet.
How many leggings you get?
14.
How long do you have?
I finished
4
right at 4 minutes
Okay.
on the wall ball, so 3 minutes. So 22 a 10, people like Spencer and Nate, dude, I mean, I could see high teens, 17, 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Workout 1. The double unders, clean and jerks. Stanley, Prevo, Kyra, Lydia, Reese, Manon, and
Folo.
Glenais.
Folo.
Polo.
Kyra.
Spencer. Sorry. Stanley.
Sorry, who do you have first? You have Stanley. Who do you have second?
Oh no, I'm just saying you're missing names. Like the
Stanley,
women's field-
Prevo, Kyra, Lydia, Reese, Manon, and Folo.
Yeah, the women's field is way harder.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't there a standout for the clean and jerks?
Man and Anganese, I would say. I don't know.
I just think I think
Caroline Stanley may.
I think you do look at the stronger athletes on this on the women's side more than you do on the men's side. So like I would look at Kyra on this workout. I would look at Manon on this workout.
And what about Prevo?
I don't know that I've ever seen her cycle like a heavy clean jerk. I'm sure she's good at it. I'm sure they're all good at this.
She's explosive. She did pretty good. She missed the last. What was the last bar at NorCal?
Yeah, but we know she self-admittedly has a love-hate relationship with double unders. So I would not pick her on this workout because of the double unders. But, you know, if she's having a good day on them, she might rip 100 the whole time.
Does Lydia even finish that 10 at 165?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, it's still not going to be super heavy for any of them, but if they're all going unbroken, then how are you going to separate? You know, to Taylor's point, you could get off 5-6 seconds faster if you just have really, really efficient double unders. But I'm not aware of any females that just have standout double under speed like some of the males do.
Something to work on. Bryson, and do you have anyone in there besides Stanley, Kyra, and Manon?
Like who I think is going to do well in the workout, or just who we should be talking
Prevo,
about?
Lydia, Reese, Folo. How about Folo?
I think Kyra's going to win this one.
Okay. Workout 2, the row. This is 3 rounds. The row, 30 lateral burpees, and the dumbbell snatches with 50 pounds.
I like Folo on this one.
I was gonna say Carolyn Prevo.
I was going to say Lydia.
Oh, and the row doesn't mess with Lydia?
I think it's a rowing workout for her for sure. But I think she can hurt more on the row than the other people to row just as hard as them and then still burpee.
I think thinking of how
Fast.
fucking good Carolyn Prevo is at hinging and also how fit she is, like just metabolically, I don't know. I think she destroys this.
What about Miley Wade? Is she in the running for any of these? Because I think she could sign up.
I don't think she's doing it. I think I want to say either she said after NorCal that the next thing she was going to do is the teen games. So she was going to start focusing on that now.
And what's Reese good at? She's had a great showing. She's
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. Yeah.
All right. And the third workout for the ladies, muscle ups, overhead squats. Is that weight too heavy for the overhead squats for any of the ladies?
No, it's lighter than it is for men.
Yeah, it should be 135.
So
No,
for them, it's
I think that weight's good with the same number of reps on the muscle ups.
So Stanley, Prevo, Kyra, Lydia, Reese.
A lot of really, really good muscle uppers in that group. Like really good, even Folo. Like you would have a hard time picking who the best ones were at that. But I'll go with Prevo just because I saw her do all the muscle ups unbroken at Crash, and I'll be a homer.
Taylor?
I want to say
Do you think the weight is heavy enough for an overhead limitation, like positionally, to be exposed on this workout?
no, but a squat cycle. I guess for the women, it's not really a squat cycle rate workout. So who'd you gave it to Lydia? It was Lydia, I guess.
No, he gave it to Prevo. But what do you mean the cycle rate? You're talking about just being like a piston, like it just looks like 10 air squats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's way more of a muscle up workout for the women. But
I mean, Kyra's awesome at muscle ups too.
Kyra's probably the winner of that workout, I'd say.
Is she excited? Does
Prevo.
Does Kyra see that and get all excited?
Yeah.
I think she sees all these workouts and gets excited.
I don't think anyone registered sees any of these workouts and gets excited.
Why? Because they know they're all going to hurt?
Yeah, and it's like, dude, think of how many weekends these ladies have competed in a row, and the place you have to put yourself in to actually have a chance. I mean, if they're putting themselves in that position and place week after week after week, they're looking at this like, fuck, I got to go there again. And the reason they're thinking that is because they know that if they don't put themselves there, they're not fucking going to the games.
Because someone else will.
Right. The person who goes to the games is putting themselves there. So listen, ladies and gents, like if you want to go to the games, you're going to have to hurt the most. You have to be the fittest there, but you also have to hurt the most because there are a lot of fit athletes there. All of you can hurt, and it's about which one's going to want it the most, especially on the women's side.
You guys have Prevo on top of the leaderboard after day one.
I think
I don't have Prevo on top of the leaderboard.
I think it'll come down to the double underword.
Yeah. I think she'll get destroyed by it.
And so you think it'll be Kyra?
Yes.
Yeah, if it was just between the 3 to 2 girls we were talking about, maybe Prevo's on top of the leaderboard, but someone else's bad workout is maybe like a 5 to 10th, and I think that she'll be worse than that on the clean and jerk.
And the fun thing is about the order here is that we get the strict gymnastics for 4 and 5. And there are going to be people with holes on legless, and there are going to be people with holes on the 60 strict. There are going to be.
And we'll go over 4 and 5.
Yeah.
On Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Hey, and these are due
Saturday evening.
So they have to do both of those in one day.
No, they could have started Thursday. They could have done one a day. They could do one Thursday, one Friday, one Saturday, and they could do both Sunday.
But that's what I mean. On Sunday, they have to do both.
They could have done one prior to Sunday, right? They don't have passwords, or they do.
Right.
They don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think if there was a damage control one and you're already finished with the first day submission, you could do one of those. Like the 7-minute one, there's no wear and tear there at all. Like I think that one's probably the most repeatable one of the whole weekend, I think.
What is the final? Yeah. What's the final?
It has a lot of lunging.
Okay.
Midline. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree, but I also don't think it's as It's definitely the most repeatable of the 5, but I think you are incredibly biased in you thinking that's repeatable because of how good at legless you are, and because wall ball is probably your best squat. Would you argue that?
No, not at all. And I think to your point, you kind of are what you are on that workout. And yes, while one legless rope climb is probably going to be a big separation, you can't just expect to redo that one and just all of a sudden get a better score.
Right. Because it's like, it's not like, okay, you are moving consistently for all 3 minutes and that's how you got 14. I mean, at that point, you're doing less than 1 rep every 12 seconds. You're doing a rep every 15 seconds almost to get to 14. So that's like, you're standing around a lot for 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're one of the best in the world at legless, maybe at least in the games field. So it's tough to say that all these athletes are going to be standing around more than you.
And if you fuck up the pacing, you're toast.
You're fucked. You're absolutely fucked.
And what's cool about it is I think a lot of people will gripe about the number of tie breaks, but that is where it's cool that, hey, if you want to beat everybody that gets 10 legless, you're going to have to hold on to the ball, because the tie break is when you get finished with the wall balls. So like there is a little bit of strategy in there, because there probably will be some log jams. There probably will be a lot of people that get 8 that are a female, or a lot of dudes that get 13 or 14 or whatever as a male. Like who knows?
Go back to the order that you would do them. So the workouts have been announced. So I guess you're saying that someone could have done one yesterday, and then one today, and they'll do one tomorrow.
I think a lot of people. I think people could have done 2 yesterday, either 2 yesterday or 2 today. One of the two.
Okay, and so then they might have one in the bank going into Sunday, and then Sunday they do one, and then they could possibly redo 4 or 5.
If I'm looking to do 2 in a day, honestly, I would probably do the ring muscle up overhead squat one first, and then later in the day do the wall ball legless, and get those both out of the way. Yeah. Because I think the overhead squats at 36 reps don't take enough out of your squatting to have an effect on 100 wall balls to a 10 or 9 foot target. And then essentially it's a legless rope climb workout. And I want to be as fresh and powerful. Like if you think about the power output required for like the 2021 quarterfinal snatch burpee box jump workout, the 963, doing X amount of legless as fast as you can. It's also power output. It's just in your upper body. And so people don't necessarily think about it that much, but you are contracting those muscles hard and fast to get up the rope quickly and to not have this wasted time under tension. And so I want to be fresh upper body for the most part. And I think that I'm probably recovering. Personally, I'm recovering from 45 muscle ups in 6 hours to go do that again and smash it. And then the other workouts, I also think those 2 workouts hurt the least of all of them. So I think doing them both in a day is probably the smartest. And then the other 3 workouts all hurt quite a bit. And you just give them like those other 3 workouts are workouts where I could see, okay, at least definitely one of them, I'm on the floor close to a blackout. The double under clean and jerk, maybe just because you finish on 100 dubs and all these athletes are going to be so fit that they're 100 dubs isn't going to push them further into the pain cave. It's going to hold the heart rate or even let them come down. But the other 3 workouts hurt enough to where you could dedicate a day to them, I think.
When do they finalize the workouts? If the last submissions due Sunday at 11:59 p.m.,
I think
CrossFit say you're good.
I think Spin posted that the video review was the 17th through the 20th. 20th is Friday. I think it's in that same article, or he posted an article maybe last week about it. I just remember screenshotting it. I think I sent it to you in a text.
Okay, so the 20th is a Friday, so that'll give them a few days to review. And we're assuming that we're assuming, or it says somewhere that they all have to be videoed. Now we're just wondering if they'll be public. Is there any reason why they wouldn't make them public?
Because they don't want what happened to Brooke to happen again.
Nothing really. I mean, nothing happened. I mean,
oh, something happened. Stop it. They think the community bullied her.
no one thinks that.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, to Taylor's point too about that legless workout.
What? Wait.
If that's the one you're worried about, you could just do it first.
Right.
You could do that before any of the other ones and just get a score. Because a lot of people too, if they have a score to beat, they can beat it. And one legless on that workout is going to be huge.
Yep.
So I don't know. Yeah. Just think about it.
Hey, the whole point is it's for the fans. The whole point is to sell tickets to the games. The whole point is to get the community together. To not show the workouts seems like just completely missing the target. I can't think of any reason not to show the workouts.
I agree. I'm just saying, if they don't show the workouts, that's why. The Brooke situation specifically is why.
What if they're uploading it to Hustle Up and not to the game site because Hustle Up is reviewing it and not the CrossFit Games?
Oh, but then or they want to drive traffic to Hustle Up? Download the Hustle Up app to view the last chance qualifier video submissions.
I mean, you can only see the leaderboard on the app, right?
I'm not looking at the leaderboard or the app. Fuck them.
I downloaded the app just now. Hey, on the leaderboard now, it says they all have 5 points.
Is CrossFit just going to turn into... That's because they're all tied for first place on all 5 workouts.
Right.
Oh, okay. So that's the lowest score you could get is 5?
Yeah. Hey, bro. Is because Malik owns Hustle Up
and CrossFit
now, is CrossFit just going to turn into a fucking Hustle Up cock chugging just orca that just this big bloated fucking whale that just chugs the cock of Hustle Up?
What do you mean? What would that even look like?
Like every fucking post brought to you by Hustle Up. Check out the workout of the day on the Hustle Up app. Go to hustleup.com to view these CrossFit level 4 coaching tips. It's like everything CrossFit pushes you to Hustle Up.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, you seem like to think it's a problem if they do that.
Yeah, it would just be like, okay, CrossFit's turned into pushing.
What if they reskinned it? What if they reskinned it and called it the CrossFit Games app?
Cool. I'm cool with it. Hey, bro, I don't want a dumb, tacky, dumbass app name attached to my fucking baby. Right. Hustle Up app.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Chug a Nut app is what it sounds like.
Hustle Up app, Chug a Nut app.
What does that look like?
I'm trying to go to the homepage. What is the Hustle Up app? What is it? What is it?
Well, you can chug Bryson's nut on it.
It says there's a timer, there's a load calculator. I don't know what that is, and then there's a personal
load
record.
Calculator is it's for chugging nuts.
A load calculator.
Oh, it tells you like, so you put in and it's in kilo. Oh shit, and this thing's in kilograms. So basically,
yeah, when you go to purchase nut to chug, you go into the nut calculator, you go to the load calculator, and it tells you how many days Bryson's been out of town. And then if it's getting past like 5, 6, 7, 8, like this past weekend, the load calculator is going to be really high. And then
the load calculator is
expensive nut.
Let me tell you what.
Bryson jerked off 4 times in the hotel.
Let me tell you what a real load calculator is. So you can type in 86 kilograms and then hit done, and then it tells you what's 30% all the way up to 105% of it. I don't. And then there's a chat feature. I guess you can message friends.
Hey, dude, I was trying to sleep in the hotel, and I just hear, and I roll over, and I'm like, dude, and he goes, "What? You don't mind?"
You guys saw the video I sent you of Taylor watching Hiller's video.
I hope that.
That pissed everyone in the chat off. I sent him a fucking pink starfish pic. Yeah, because Hiller was ass pounding me.
No, the video of you
oh,
watching his video with your dick and balls on your
So
mouse
this
pad.
this app sells programming. This app is basically Wodify and SugarWod and all that stuff.
Right, and that's why I think it's stupid.
It's performance tracking. That's what it is. It's not selling programming. It's like performance tracking software.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna really outwork the good old fashioned fucking iNote.
There's gyms on there too, and then there's events. They have an events tab.
Hey guys, here's the crazy thing about Apple
There's-
Notes. Can I just communicate this? If you
Please.
write all your training in Apple Notes, it has this function at the top called search. You can search and say you want to know what your clean is. You just write in clean, and it's going to give you every fucking workout you've ever done with the clean in it in your fucking note. You don't need some fancy, dumb, and gay app. Just use Apple Notes.
I don't think
Also,
apps
with
have
the
sexual
workout
orientation.
I don't
Hit
know how
Mallets
long this
does.
has been a thing. It didn't used to be a thing when I first started CrossFit because I've always written my stuff in notes, but you can have like the dates here and then make them like subheadings. So then I can click the date and then it shows me what I did that day. And it's like a drop down.
Oh, that's
And then
nice.
I can close it and then everything's super clean. I just see dates.
I just have I have a new note for every training day. And if I want to know what I did, I can just type in the date or I can just type in a movement and see when the last time I did a movement is. It's just,
I start a new note every like year or so.
So
I just go ahead.
You should look in the NorCal chat.
what are you talking about in our culture? How do I submit my scores in videos? Each score must be accompanied by a video that meets the official technical requirements. Videos must be uploaded publicly or is unlisted to YouTube or Vimeo, and the link must be submitted when you enter your score on the app, and that is the Al Jazeera app owned by Malik.
Oh, okay. So let me read this.
So it
how do
doesn't say it's a public
Yeah.
submission. It just says it's viewable.
Crazy.
It says, or as videos must be uploaded publicly or as unlisted to YouTube or Vimeo.
They're using the Al Jazeera app now.
Make sure your video setting allow unrestricted viewing, that the video can be played without any access limitations. Each score must be accompanied by a video that meets the official technical requirements. Oh, that sucks, man. That's so no, and you'd be stupid to make it public if you're an athlete, right?
But that doesn't mean that we won't be able to see them because you could make your videos unlisted for the online semifinals as well. And it just is unlisted because now they attach that link to the camera video next to the leaderboard and you click it and you can still see unlisted videos.
Oh,
They're
Bryson,
not private videos.
but we can't see it as the public.
Yeah, you can. That's how you saw it on the online semifinals leaderboard. All my videos for online semifinals were unlisted, but everyone watches them because when you go to my name, you just click the camera button next to it and it sends you to the video.
Because it has the link embedded. Sarah Cox,
Right.
Taylor, I messed up my back injecting peptide.
So Taylor messed up my back. Oh, Taylor messed up Bryson's back too.
Yeah, I blew Bryson's back out. Can you send me some peptides to give him?
So she messed up her back. Biomaxpeptides.com. Everyone's taking them. Biomaxpeptides.com. Use code word Hiller or Sevon to get free bariostatic water.
But
and,
the
free
leaderboard
shipping.
is not on the game site. It is on the Hustle Up app. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
how
just saying I'm not saying that it will 100% you will be able to see the videos. I'm just saying just because they're allowing you to upload unlisted doesn't mean that we 100% won't be able to see them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because of the little camera icon that's next on the people's names on the leaderboard.
Correct.
Will it be frowned upon to go live from Sarah Cox's box at the games?
Are you asking me that?
What are you
Yes.
gonna do in her box? dude? That's
I
crazy.
put a request in today to be able to set up a little podcast booth in the box. I think it would be wonderful for the games. And
How are you
I
gonna
would
get in our
promote.
box?
She got a box. She got a big box. She got a huge box right on the field. And
What color is it?
she'll let me in. It depends on how many people are in it. GHQCU, biomaxpeptides.com. That's what she's saying she used, the GHQ -CU.
I use the BPC TB for my knee, and my knee feels like really, really good.
There's an injection
No,
question.
she's answering best peptide for balding hair.
Oh, that's what I
what
need.
GHQ
Hey,
to
do you think that'll bring my hair back? Like legit?
Do not try to grow your hair back.
Dude, shut up. I have amazing hair. Hey, before I moved to Charlotte, my hair was down to my neck.
Is that really true? Okay, so don't use GHCQ for a blown out back unless you want a hairy back. Would that make your back hairy?
Ooh, we don't need that for Bryson. His ass is crazy hair. He gives my dick a rash.
That's why Taylor likes to be a bottom.
Do you know what I mean? When like his butt pubes are so bristly and they just they rub and rash, dude. It's like a cat's tongue.
Hey, did Tia do 2 high roxes in one day?
Not
She's
yet.
going to.
Yeah, she's doing the mixed doubles and then the same sex doubles.
First with Newberry and then with Chicks, she set the world record with 4 hours later. Is that, if you're her partner for the second one, are you pissed?
She's probably still fitter. She's probably 10 times fitter than both of those dorks.
Who does that? That's insane.
He's a right fucking cunt, mate.
Wow.
Hey Sevon, did you hear what Tia said about Taylor beating her in a workout?
Nuh-uh. Where and when?
You haven't told Sevon?
I haven't told Sevon.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Don't lie. We all know.
No, I know that I said. Wait, what did I say? I don't even remember what I said. But did she respond to it?
Yes.
I thought she did. I thought Nick told her, and she
Who's
shot
Taylor?
She shot one back at you. No, it wasn't that. I'll have to check with Nick and see.
What did I say? And what did she say? Hey, just give me your best guess, guy. Go.
Something along the lines of, if he can beat me in a workout,
She'll retire.
no. No. It was awesome though. I have to ask Nick the exact words. That
Yeah, I got a workout she can't beat me in. Fucking heavy Isabel. Men's weight.
That's what I told Nick, that you were just gonna say same way across.
This is the one you want right here, the BBC 157. Did you get the one with the TB? Oh, with the TB 500. This is the one you want.
Wow, great story, JR. Thanks.
Hey, dude, he can't say it. He has to check with Nick to make sure it's cool.
Tiptoed around that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, you can say it now. I just sucked Nick's dick.
Hey, Nick Johnson followed me on Instagram like 2 days ago.
Wow.
All right. Anything else to say about the last chance qualifier? I really the advices that Taylor's saying is like, hey, you better be just really fired up and ready to go into the pain cave. JR, you got any advices?
No, I think what he said is very accurate.
I think kind of following on what Taylor said, that's why there's going to be a lot of people who are signed up who we never see scores from. Because if you do one workout and like halfway through you just fucking don't have it, 100%, it's not like the Open. It's not like online semifinals where it's like, hey, that could be my bad workout. There's one person going.
So it's got to be someone who can bring the juice all 5 workouts.
Yep. Because more than one person will bring the juice all 5 workouts. So if you're already someone who like even 90% on one workout, you're fucked.
I think only one person in each division is going to bring the juice on all.
Microphone.
I think only one person is going to bring the juice on each side, on each side. Like only one man and one woman will bring the juice, and they will be the 2 that go to the games.
Hey, is
So if
Lindsay
you want that
Lane-
to be
Well, it
you,
depends on what you mean by the juice, because I think there's people who will try as hard as they fucking can on every single workout, give it everything they got, max out their potential on all 5 workouts, and still not make it. That's what I mean by the juice. I mean, when you did the last chance, you fucking gave it everything you had on every single one. You just couldn't deadlift as heavy.
I was the only guy that gave it the juice.
Okay. So the dude who went to the games didn't bring the juice?
No, Roman qualified. He still didn't go to the games because he didn't have a fucking visa, so he didn't bring the juice, bro. That last little bit of juice didn't get him into the country.
Phil brought the juice.
Who?
Leahy, William.
Phil.
No, I said Phil brought the juice.
Phil wasn't in the last chance that year.
Oh, Phil.
He was.
Still brought the juice
Mr. Tim.
wherever
He
he was
was.
going.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, but he got his ass
I
clapped.
think he deadlifted like 525 for 3 or 535 for 3 or something like that.
David Shrunk cost his lady the last chance qualifier by touching her bar before. You know, it's a shame she didn't do the open.
He cost her a lot more than that.
If she was in this, could she win this?
Yeah. Emma Tall?
Yeah.
She'd be a threat to podium at the games, I think.
Gretel was the LCQ that year.
I
don't
thought
think-
that was just the online semifinal.
Correct. I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
true.
And that's where
All
she
right.
got the penalty, not the LCQ.
And Kill Taylor will be coming back sometime in July.
Another 52 weeks straight.
Remember, the entire premise of Islam is that if you fight for Muhammad and you kill all the infidels and you survive, you can have their women and all their little boys in the current life. And if you die, it doesn't matter because you'll have the little boys and girls in heaven. The entire premise of that religion is to fight to the death. And it's okay. You can pretend to be nice. It also says that in the Quran. You can pretend to be nice if you're feeling weak. And then when your enemy is, when you're finally stronger than your enemy, you can show your true colors. A religion that preaches death. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.